Blog Talk Radio.
Beautiful souls, and welcome to the Compassionate Light Healing and Guidance Hour. I'm your host, Catharine for those who are new to me, and I hope everyone is having a wonderful week. So for those who are new to me, I am an angelic healer as well as a teacher, spiritual teacher and coach, and an angelic channel. So welcome. And last week I wasn't on because the divine had other plans for me. We had storms, and the internet wasn't working, and the phone wasn't working, and so that was their way of telling me that we had to move on in a different way. So if you would like to catch last week's episode, it's actually in our Psychic Talk group. It's a post that I had posted that the divine wanted me to share. So, you know, when you see posts from me, they're posted, sometimes they're posted, sometimes it's video. And the reason why the divine usually wants me to post is so that for those who don't know English or, you know, don't really understand it, you can translate the post so that you can understand it. So that's why a lot of times the divine wants me to do that. So you be sure to go into our Psychic Talk group, and you'll be able to find that in there. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the energy of this week. And you could also go into my page. I believe I also did repost it into the group as well. If you go to facebook.com/angelic healer and teacher Cath, which is CATH, you can go ahead and see the energy of this week. Especially at the beginning of this week, we did have a different energy coming in. So to continue on from today's energy up until or the end of this week, we have Archangel Raphael stepping forward for us, as well as Archangel Uriel stepping forward. And then throughout this month, we do have Archangel Samuel kind of in the background to help us through understanding our power, as well as feeling into that love that we need to have for ourselves. So, you know, be sure to tune in with them, call on them when you are journaling, when you are doing some meditating, and they'll be there for you when you just call on them and ask them to step forward for you. And so today they are stepping forward for us for this week to help us to continue to realize and discover the gifts that we have. So, we have to remember that our gifts and abilities, it doesn't have to be anything that is huge or that, you think, it's something totally off the blue or out of the blue. But those are the everyday things that we do that we truly love to do for other people. So whether it is taking care of children, whether it is teaching, whether it is the job that you have. Now, if you are really good at what it is that you do, those are part of your gifts. Those are the abilities that you have come here with that the divine wants you to use. But also we do have gifts and abilities that we have yet to discover that the divine really wants to help you to see. And so when we do meditating, when we do some journaling around those things, asking them, what is it that I still need to discover about myself that I can use to make an impact in this world? And when we do that work on discovering what that is, learning more about who it is that we are, we're able to then bring it out into the world so that we can use it, so that we can really step into our purpose and do those things that we're meant to do. So this week, for the rest of this week, they want us to continue to see those things that we do every day and see how it is that it feels to us, and to ask the divine and to ask yourself, your higher self, how is it that I'm supposed to use those gifts in order to really step into what it is that I'm meant to do? You know, there are gifts, you know, there are a lot of times when growing up, you know, we really felt like we could do certain things and we really wanted to be certain things. But, you know, as growing up, there are situations and circumstances that come in that are trials and struggles that, you know, give us that fear sometimes of, you know, really being able to continue to use those gifts and abilities because of what has happened to us. So, for instance, you know, what the angels are showing me for myself is growing up, I loved speaking, and I was very social when I was very little. But once I started going to school, there was a class that I was taking where I had to do some public speaking, where I had to speak in front of the class and teach them things or share my stories that I had written for the class. And I developed this fear of speaking because of some things teachers have said, some things that my parents had said, and it brought in that fear, and also just not seeing the grades that I was expecting. And so that brought on a fear for me, and it brought on this fear of public speaking. So that is something that the divine has shown me that I had to, you know, really rediscover, and also to, you know, heal from that fear. And so now, you know, I am on the second year speaking with all of you on the station. And if you have been listening to me from the beginning, when I was on Mondays, when I first started, it was so hard for me to really speak what it is that I needed to speak. And so because of the fears and because of what it is, the limiting beliefs that came in and the doubts that came in, you know, about myself, thinking that I couldn't do it, those things kept me from really being able to do those things that I'm meant to do. But you know, I have done a lot of healing work on that, a lot of letting go. And now I'm able to speak more in a way that is geared towards listening to the divine and sharing with you what it is that they're sharing with me, so that I can receive the messages that they want you to hear. So, you know, in that respect, you know, there are a lot of different fears and doubts that come in because of what it is that you've been told in the past, what it is that you've been shown by other people, because of also their own fears that they kind of bring onto you. And so, you know, those limiting beliefs that they have, the teachers have, the parents have, without, they may not be aware of it, but they bring that on to you because they haven't completely healed it for themselves. And so it's important for us to clear those fears, to heal from them, understand where it stems from, and then be able to also remember that the divine is always showing us that we are able to do anything that we truly want to do, and that anything that is within us those things that we are meant to do, those things that we're meant to do when it comes to stepping into our purpose and making that impact in this world. We all are meant to make an impact in this world. We're all meant to use those gifts and abilities that we've come here with, that the divine has given to us and created us with, so that we can use it to help others to see who it is that they are and what it is that they've come here to do to help others to see, to help others to awaken, to help others to live that life that they're meant to live as well. So when we are able to heal from those fears, heal from the doubts, the limiting beliefs that come in for us because of how it is that we've been living on this earth through our family members and others, when we are able to, heal from them and, scrape off all those layers of who it is that we are not, those fears and doubts, because we are amazing beings. We are beings that can do anything. That's when we truly are able to find who it is that we are. So if there are any fears coming in, any doubts that are coming in about your gifts and abilities this week, I encourage you to call on Archangel Raphael as well as Archangel Uriel, who is a archangel who helps us with our solar plexus energy. So our identity, helping us to understand who it is that we truly are and get that power back so that we can truly see and understand with our whole being that we can do anything that we truly are meant to do. So this week, if any of those things are coming in, to work with them, do some meditating, do some journaling work on what it is that you need to see and how it is that you are meant to make that impact. Because when we are able to clear those fears, clear those doubts, we're then able to see more clearly on what our purpose is, and then to be able to step out of our comfort zone and take that for initial step into our purpose. Those fears and doubts keep us from taking those steps that the divine show us, and they're always showing us. They're showing us through signs, reminding us that they're there, reminding us that we can do it, that we're meant to do it. So, if you're seeing signs of 1111s, or if you're seeing 555s, or any other repeating numbers, that includes your birthdays as well, birth dates as well as anniversary dates. If you see those often, that's actually a sign from the angels letting you know that they're there, and they're there to remind you that you are meant for more and you're meant to do these certain things. If you're seeing 555, 5 is a number of change, and 5 is a number letting us know that there's a change coming. There is something new that's coming your way. So it's going to be important for us to pay attention to those things. So if you'd like to talk about what it is that's been coming in for you, as well as the topic, or if you'd like some guidance or healing, be sure to give me a call at 714-816-4628. And don't forget to press 1 on that keypad so that you can be live on air with me. All right, so, on top of that being the energy of this week, also this week is about flow, going with the flow of this week's energy. So, last week we had that as well, I believe, or the week before, one of those weeks. But this week we're going to be asked if we are feeling exhausted and we've been doing a lot of work on ourselves. It's important for us to take that time to be relaxed and to recharge and to rest. Rest is very important too for us. So that we can recharge, we can refill that that energetic cup that we have within us. So it's so that we can continue to help those we're meant to help, so that we can continue to do the work that we're meant to do. Also, if you are feeling as if you need to go and do some things, to listen to that. What is it that you need to do? What is that next step that they're showing you that you need to do in order to really move forward? We're still in this energy of moving forward, even though things maybe look like it's slowing down in the world today, the outside world, with things, with cities reclosing and a lot of different things happening. When it comes to yourself, it's still meant for us to move forward. It's still meant for us to shine our light. It's still meant for us to share that love that we have within us that's meant for others, that the divine brings to you, so that you can continue to help others to awaken, so that you can continue to help others to understand who it is that they truly are and what it is that they're meant to do. And we have to remember that we all are healers and we are all teachers in that respect. And so it's important for us to continue to speak our truth, continue to share what it is that's coming in from the divine, from the universe, letting you know what it is that you need to do, whether it's finding a new job, whether it is finding a job, or whether it's creating a business. And yes, even though we may be in this this universal energy being, a little bit here and there with the epidemic and with everything else going on, it's still important for us to really focus on what it is that we're meant to do to help others. And so really following this energy, going with the flow of this energy. So if you are, finding that there's any resistance, if you are finding that, things are more stressful than they are, it's important for us to look at that, and see, is this what it is that's important for me to do right now? Or is there something else that I'm meant to do right now to be in that flow of energy? And so letting go of those things that are not part of who you are, letting go of those things that is out of your control, because if it's something that we can't control, it's important for you to just let it go and just let that energy flow, so that you can live in that abundant energy, as well as doing those things that you're truly meant to do. When we do those things that we're meant to do, it flows easier, it comes easier, and it makes you feel happy. It raises your vibrations as well. And so it's important for us to do that. Also, sometimes when it comes to working on ourselves and doing some journaling, it may feel as if it's a little hard. It may feel as if you feel stuck. But, when we call in the divine, and also to remember that we are meant to do so much more, and we are meant to do anything that we truly desire, we help raise our vibrations, and we help ourselves to really be able to hear the messages and see what it is that we need to see when it comes to those things that we need to work on. So, I want to remind all of us this week, as we are doing this work on ourselves, to remember how far you've come. Remember how much that you've already done, how much you have accomplished, how much you have done when it comes to growth and transformation, and really becoming more of who it is that you're meant to be, and those gifts that you have, how it is that you've been using it, and seeing those results that you want to see. So when we really are able to see those things, we are then able to help raise that vibration. And when we do, we're able to hear the messages that we need to hear, as well as to see those things that we're meant to see. So that is the energy that's coming. When it comes to the energy, it has to also do with the topic today or this month on the true authentic you. Because when we work on ourselves, when we discover what it is that we need to heal from and let go of and release so that we can truly understand more of who it is that we are, we're then able to really listen to what it is that's coming in for us. What is it that you really need to do? What is it that you're meant to do? And when we do those things that we're meant to do, when we focus on ourselves first, we have to remember it starts with us. When we do those things that we're truly meant to do, that's when we start to see change happen around us. We're able to help those people that we're meant to help. We're able to connect with the people that we're meant to connect with. And so all those people and all those situations are attracted to you because of the energy that you're sending out. So when we let go of the fears, when we let go of those limiting beliefs and truly understand that we can do anything that we truly want to do, doing it, able to do those things that we dream about, those things that we truly long to do, when we're able to, let the divine know, let the divine universe know that we are ready and we are willing, that's when all the things around us switch and change to what it is that's aligned to us. So that's why if things are coming in this week, it's important for us to do that work on healing and letting go so that we can really truly see who it is that we are, what it is that we're truly meant for, and to continue that work. And then you'll see that you are making an impact in this world by doing those things that you're meant to do. And sometimes it may be hard to see that. It may be hard to see what kind of impact that you're making with what it is that you're meant to do. But if you are doing a job that you're truly meant to do, or if you're starting that business that you're meant to do, you're actually helping those people who are meant for your products or meant for your services. You're helping those people, and you are making an impact when you do that. So that is the energy. That's a little bit of what it is that we will be talking about with this topic. So before we move on, I do want to take a few calls. So if you're listening and would like some guidance or would like to talk about the energy that you're feeling for this week, be sure to give me a call at 714-816-4628. And don't forget to press 1 on that keypad to be on air with me. So let's take our first caller. We have a caller from area code 205. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, thank you for taking my call. My name is Patricia, and I'm calling from Alabama.
Hi, Patricia. How are you today?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. I hope the week is treating you well.
Yes, so far it is. It is hot, but this is summer in Alabama and humid. We've had some showers that have seemed to calm the humidity down just a little bit, just to bring it on more harshly after the rain goes away. So, yes. But other than that, I am truly blessed. I am.
Awesome. So how can I help you today?
Lord, I have 1,000 questions, but I know I can't ask all. And so I'll ask, do you see, when do you see me entering back into the nursing program? I had a situation to come up. I was in the program last year and had to come out due to it not being a good time. And then all for me to resubmit back here in right before June for the fall and be rejected. And I just could not understand that. But my daughter did lose custody of my 3- and 6-year-old grandsons back in May. And I had to step up and take the children in. And so do you see that being a reason perhaps maybe why I could not go in during the fall, because the Lord needed me to be here for these children? Or I know I just asked a couple of questions, but I guess to just sum it up, when do you see me going back in to the nursing program and my daughter regaining custody? If that,
so
if I could fix that question.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And they're all connected, so don't worry about that. So what I am seeing, and Archangel Raphael is stepping forward for you, as well as Archangel Samuel. So what they're showing me is, yes, that you did not get in because they were preparing you for this. So they knew, and they're trying to tell you that you needed to be there for these kids. And so that's, and your daughter. And so that's why you didn't get into the program that you applied for then. Now, I do want to say that you are meant to be a nurse. You are meant to do this work. But also, I want to let you know that you are a natural healer. And that's why all those things that have happened in that sequence, so that you can start to see that even though you're not in the program, even though you're not in, the school right now, you're doing that work of healing right now, as we speak, and you have been. And so, they want you to really see this gift that you have. And so I do see you being in a program that you want to be in soon. There's going to be a little bit of other things that come in before that's going to keep you from going into the program right away, but it also has to do with the universal energy that's coming in as well. So there's going to be some delays that come in, but they want you to know to keep that focus on being this healer, because that's who you are, this natural healer. And yet, I had mentioned that we all are healers and teachers, but you have this gift, and you're probably seeing it with your daughter and with these children, how it is that you're really able to care for them and nurture them, and they really need that. So the angels really want you to see through this process more and more about what it is that you can do as a healer, so that you can carry that on to once you do become that nurse that you're meant to be. And this process is also helping you to see which area to really focus on when it comes to being a nurse. So, there's so many different nurses out there focused on, having different niches. So they're helping you to see, pinpoint what it is that you need to focus on when it comes to how you're going to make an impact in this world. So I hope that makes sense.
Yes, it does. Oh, my goodness, it makes a whole lot of sense. Yes, I have been, right now, my daughter been needing a lot of encouragement, because this is the first time that the children have been taking that from her, and she is dealing with a lot of self-improvement. We all make mistakes. No one is perfect, and So I encourage her to work on herself, and to do that first, to love and work on herself so she could be a better parent to her children, and she could love them more. And I myself continues to work on myself, because you can never have enough of working on yourself. We do know that, and I tell her that, that I have to continue to work and love on myself so that I can be here for her and her children and whoever else needs me within my family and outside of my family. And it does consist of a lot of, talking to, which plays off into the nursing, because nursing is just not taking care of the physical, but it's also taking care of the mental, and so it's a combination of things. And I am finding myself nursing myself, my family, which include my daughter, the children, and this situation. So thank you so much. It resonates, everything that you said, and I just wanted to know from my spirit guide, it was what I was thinking, the reason why I may have been rejected, because I thought, well, God did give me this gift, this passion. This is truly why I'm here, and it's to serve His people. And He did allow me the position to go into the training of doing this last year, and I couldn't see why He would reject that this year, if other than this situation to come up and me to be needed here versus the training.
Yes. And, I mean, I know that, yes, I truly do feel that passion for you. And, what you see everything that's going on in this world, and you want to be out there helping, and you want to be out there, just being there, taking action. But we have to be prepared. And so the divine is always showing us how it is that we need to prepare, but also, and it's wonderful to hear that you're working on yourself, because Archangel Samuel is stepping forward, and he's showing me that it's important for you to truly love yourself for who it is that you are, because you are this amazing person. But it starts with us. And so many times we want to help others, but we forget about ourselves. But it's really important for us to, not forget about ourselves and have that strong foundation of love for ourselves, because everything else moves. So, people fall away, connections fall away, but in the end, we are all we have. So, and no one else can love us the way that we do, except for the divine. So it's important for us to have that firm foundation of love for ourselves, and then, when we're able to do that, we refill our energetic cups. That's when we're able to fully help those that we're meant to help.
I absolutely agree. Thank you so much for taking my call, and thank you so much for just using your platform to, take care of the people just by sharing your gifts and sharing the divine message to us who seek that message. Thank you so much. God bless you. I love you, and you take care.
Thank you so much for those words. They really make me feel so happy. I just love doing this. So thank you so much. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Please keep me posted on everything that's going on with you. And remember to take good care of yourself, too.
I sure will. Thank you.
Okay. Have a wonderful week.
You do the same. I would like to continue to listen, if I may.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Thank
All
you.
right, I'm just going to put you back on hold.
Okay.
All right, let's get to our next caller. We have area code 917. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Sana from New Jersey.
Hi, Santa. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm wondering if you see somebody named A and somebody named L coming back with me, or are they moving on forward?
Okay, so that is, they're not quite showing me that, but Archangel Raphael is stepping forward for you, as well as Archangel Samuel and Archangel Uriel. So they're stepping forward for you because they want you to understand the power that you have within you. So this is what they want you to truly work on when it comes to doing some meditating as well as some journaling. They want you to see that you have this tremendous gift and this power that's right now not within yourself. So a lot of times when we give our power away, we have these fears that come in, we have doubts come in, we have other emotions that come in that is not who it is that we truly are. And that affects us from really being able to see what it is that we're meant to do and what it is that we can do with clarity. So they want to help you to understand where this stems from, where these fears, where the limiting beliefs and doubts stem from, so that you can really start to see what it is that you truly can do, because you have this incredible power and this leadership quality that's meant for you. But there's things from your past that's keeping you from being able to see that. So I want to encourage you to work with Archangel Raphael. Sit down with him with a notebook to help you through this, because he really wants you to see this power that you have and who it is that you truly are. So it's kind of going back to basics on remembering what it is that you have been able to do in the past before all of this stuff that came in from other people. When people have told you you couldn't do certain things. Have you had situations in your past with work that have kind of shaken your confidence?
Yes.
Okay. So they want you to first remember that you are able to do anything that you truly want to do. And it's in your control when it comes to certain things. And they want you to see that power that you, who you truly are, is able to do anything that you truly want to do. But because of these situations that have happened in your past, it's keeping you from really being able to see that. So journaling is going to be very important this week. And to start off, to kind of help you to start this journaling process, first calling on Archangel Raphael. Whenever we call on our angels and guides and archangels, they're always there. Even though you may not be able to see them or feel them, they're always there. So, first trusting that they're there, and then asking them to show you what it is that you need to see when it comes to what it is that you truly wanted to do. What it is that, when you were younger, what was it that you wanted to do to make a difference in people's lives? So to really first see that. And then what they're going to do is going to help you to see those times in your life when that confidence was shaken. But then you're going to be able to take those things that you're truly meant to do and then be able to see it in this context. How is it that I could have, I can get rid of that lack of confidence and see that I can do anything. And it doesn't matter what other people say. It doesn't matter what other people do to you, at you. But to know that, you have been created so that you can do those things that you really long to do, and to know that you can do it. And when you let the divine know, when you let the universe know that you're ready for that and that you're ready to take that next step, that's when everything starts to open up for you. When it comes to those connections, when it comes to the people that you're supposed to meet and who you're meant to connect with. I do see that you are meant for a lot more than what you're doing right now. So I want you to, do this work on yourself. And at first it may be a little bit hard to start, but if you start the way that I kind of showed you, calling on Archangel Raphael, calling on Archangel Uriel to help you to see, then you're going to be able to work through, and then what you do is just start writing. Start writing whatever comes in, whatever comes into your mind, whatever comes into your heart, those emotions that come in when you think about those situations in your past that have shaken your confidence. And then the angels will be able to show you that you can do it and to help you to turn things around. So I hope that makes sense.
Thank you. Yeah, I guess.
You are very welcome. I hope you have a wonderful week.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, so let's go to our next caller. We have area code 678. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, my name is Sonia, and I'm calling from Georgia.
Hi, Sonia. How are you today?
I'm fine.
So how can I help you today?
I'm calling to see if you see a financial blessing coming my way or any money or anything.
I do, but there's a block. So I have Archangel Samuel stepping forward for you, as well as Archangel Raphael. So what they're showing me is that there is a block from this abundance that you're meant for. We have to remember we're all meant to be abundant, but there's a block here because of some limiting beliefs from your past. So there's some things that have happened in your past that have kept you from really being able to see that you are meant for everything. You're meant for all the abundance. You're meant for all of the things that are good, that is that's right there in front of you. But because of these limiting beliefs, because of what other people have told you growing up, how and your past and what's happened in the past, even financially, those things, and even when it comes to love, those things are keeping you from really being able to receive that abundance that you're meant for. So I hope that makes sense. There's some things in your past that have happened that's bringing in this fear and this wall up that is keeping you from that. So I want to encourage you to work with your angels, your guardian angels, as well as your guides and the archangels to help you to see where that stems from. Where is that coming from? And then to understand that you are meant for the abundance. The divine wants you to be abundant in every way. So, but it starts with healing from those things from your past. So I hope that makes sense.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You are very welcome. I hope you have a wonderful week.
Same to you.
All right, and let's go to our next caller. We have area code 415. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Jessica, New Jersey.
Hi, Jessica. How are you today?
Hi, I'm very well. I'm trying to put down my food. I was like in the middle of a bite of my sandwich. Sorry about
okay,
that.
first, slow down. Take a breath. I feel that you're in a rush. You're always going.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you know what? That's exactly. That's very. It's been very busy. I've been very busy doing my mission. And are you familiar with the New World Order? Are you familiar with that term?
Yes.
Okay, so since like all this stuff has been happening in the world, my mission has really kicked in, and I've just been like so busy, and exactly like what you're saying, like just taking breaths and like trying to slow it down. And I mean, I just got back from, I'm resting today, but I was outside, and I seem to be doing a lot of like, I guess you could call it like outreach, like teaching police officers about the New World Order. I feel like really guided to like share with them what's really going on, that we need them to be aware of this stuff. So just interested in anything that you're picking up around that. I mean, and definitely related to like just being so hyper. I'm not like, I guess I'm just not used to so much of this energy that I have to constantly sort of slow it down.
And yeah, so I have Archangel Raphael as well as Archangel Uriel and Archangel Samuel stepping forward for you. And what they're showing is it's really important for you to slow down a little bit. And the energy this week, they're trying to have you slow down a little bit, but you're resisting a little bit. So if you're feeling a little bit stressed, it's because you're trying to resist. You're trying to keep going, but they're trying to stop you. So it's important for you to slow down just a little bit. Even though you're at home resting today, I don't feel as if you are fully resting. You're still wanting to do so many things, lots of things going on in your head. That keeps running, but it's really important for you. I want to encourage you, I think this will help you, is to take a piece of paper or notebook and write down the huge list that you have of things that you want to do. And so, yeah, because they're showing me there's so many things in your mind, a lot of things, but your heart also needs to be there too. And so Archangel Samuel is stepping forward as well, because he wants you to know that it's important for you to truly, be grounded first, and then to really focus on you right now, because with all that's going on, with everything that you have to do, you're keeping yourself busy. But it's important for you to center and to bring some of that energy back. So all of this energy you have, it's being scattered everywhere. So if you are sometimes finding that you're starting something but not finishing, it's because of the scattered energy that's going out to everywhere. So I hope that makes sense.
So yeah, I understand what you're saying, but feels like Spirit's giving me all these ideas and things to do, and like the energy to do it. So
yes, the thing is, what they're showing me is that yes, they are giving you all these ideas, but it's not meant for you to do it all right now. So a lot of this message that they're sending you is wait. They're telling you, okay, this is what you need to do, and you will get to them. But right now, it's important for you this week especially to slow it down just a little bit and focus more on you. So focusing more on refilling your cup, your energetic cup, and that's why, like today, you're resting, which is great, but I want to encourage you to do some journaling and do some meditating to really center yourself and bring back some of this energy that's flowing out. Because soon, if you keep going this way, you're going to burn out really fast. So it's important for you to take today to slow down, but also to center. So do some meditating. Ask for your angels to step forward, your guides to step forward, as well as the archangels, and they're going to send you messages that you really need to hear when it comes to about yourself. And you're going to also hear from your own higher self, and they're also going to be telling you to slow down a little bit too. But a lot of times when it comes to the divine, when our energy is so scattered, they show us and they send messages to us and signs to us to wait. And you know, because you have all of these ideas, you want to keep going. You want to do all of this. But if there's resistance, that means that they're trying to show you that it's important for you to wait, to stop, to really, go within and, receive those messages that's meant for you. Because when we don't take that time for ourselves, when we don't take that time to really be still, and it doesn't have to be completely quiet, but to really just take the time for ourselves, then that's when we receive more clarity, receive more of the message that's meant for us and meant for you at the moment. So I want to encourage you to take that time. Yes, breathing is going to be very helpful, especially when it comes to meditating, taking a few deep breaths, and then you can just call on the angels. What I have clients do is put their hand on their heart, and that's when your mind goes to your heart space. And then to create a space that is very calming for you, as well as a door. And that door is an invitation for your guides and the angels to step forward for you. So to create that space, take that time to do some deep breathing, and they're going to be able to send you those messages that you really need to hear and what it is that your next steps are. Because come August, for a lot of us, it's going to be fast moving. It's going to move faster than this month, and especially this week. So they're trying to prepare you for next month. And so taking this time to do some relaxing, do some meditating, it's going to help you to get with clarity more of those messages, what it is that you're meant to do. And I do want to tell you are meant to work with these police officers.
I'm glad that you brought it up, because I agree with everything that you say. I haven't actually started relaxing just yet because, which is obvious, but it was because I was on a walk and I bumped into this officer that I spoke to before, and then I got into this whole conversation with him. But so it's sort of like these officers, it loops in my mind on how I need to do outreach to them, and it's been going on for like weeks, and at times it'll sort of be obsessive. So that's why I can't, I'm trying to figure out from spirit, because I reach out to them, I send emails like, let me come in, I'll talk to your organization. So what exactly is the connection there? Or is it just like enough of, what I realized from talking to him today is that they're just worried about their jobs. They have that's just it. It's just the micro level. They're not aware that hey, actually humanity's at stake. So what are you getting with, can you just continue with the officer thing? Because that's what my mind, I can't settle around, because there's such an obsession. And
this is what you're supposed to do, but that's why it's important for you to center, and it's important for you to take that time to clear your mind and receive those messages. When we're always on the go, it's hard to pick up the messages that the divine is sharing with us. And so that's why it's important for you to really center and do some meditating. That's when you'll start to receive the messages and what it is that you need to do next with them. And so, even if it's, if you're doing some chores, whether it's doing some laundry or doing the dishes, you're going to be able to receive some messages. But before you do those things, and, I want you to, sit down somewhere where you feel comfortable, sit comfortably, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and then you're going to be showing the divine that you're ready. You're ready for the messages that they have for you. And they do have a lot of messages for you. They were just waiting for you to slow down. So, so yes, you are meant to do so much. And you know that you have that confidence. You know what it is that you're meant to do. But they're going to show you with clarity what that next step is, and then once you take that next step, the step after, and they're going to keep showing you, but you have to take that time to center. You have to take that time for yourself to really, be ready for those messages that are meant for you to come in. So, yeah, when we're always on the go, when we're always flying out the door, our mind isn't there. Our mind is always on the next thing that you know that you have to do and that you plan to do. But sometimes we have to slow it down. And it doesn't mean that you have to completely empty your mind. But it means that when we are able to take that time to, just kind of sit and kind of think of nothing, that's when the energy starts to flow from the divine, when spirit starts to talk to you and let you know what it is that you need to do. Sometimes even while you're driving, you may feel that, and you may, hear those messages. I know that happens, and for myself, I know it happens to me while I'm in the shower all the time. So it's those times. So when we're doing things for ourselves and we're kind of slowed down, that's when the divine starts to really speak to us and let us know. And I do feel that you do have this strong connection with the divine. So, it's just about taking that time to listen, being still for just a little bit.
I agree with you. That I definitely have gotten that message today. I've been wanting to do it the last couple days, but every time, and I actually do spend a lot of time being. But what happens is as soon as I get into that zone, then it's been concerning me because I go into that zone, I step away from things, and then spirit goes and tells me to go do something. So that's it's been. I think I must be what you were saying with the August energy. I must be picking up on that August energy a bit because this week has just been really sort of busy, and I've been like, I haven't really been able to spend as much time like just sort of in that zone that I'm usually used to, and I've been sort of a little concerned about like my health because I'm not used to running around as much as I have. Again, it's because it's not because I'm so busy, it's because they're giving me things to go do, like, okay, now go do this, it's all right, I'm gonna.
But also, the thing is, that's also ego too that's coming in. So there are some things from your past that are limiting beliefs that is telling you that you have to do things right away, that you need to do things as they come in. But what they're showing me for you is that yes, they are coming in from the divine, but it's not always going to be you have to do it right away. So there is some of that ego stepping in, saying that it's not from the divine, but it's because of things from your past that is saying you have to do it now. So I hope that makes sense.
Thank you for that. That is what I needed to hear, because I'm going to journal about that, because that's like old programming, like childhood wounds, I guess, of like, I'm not a slave to the divine, that like, because that's exactly how I used to be with my parents. Like I was trained by my parents. Like as soon as I used to reach out, and I worked myself out of that, but I see how now I'm doing it. Not always. I'm very good at holding off with some things, but since there's like so much that they tell me to do, I'm like, oh, fine, I'll just do it now to get it over with. But like that's not the point. It's like that's the rule.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. And
you are very welcome.
I know it's crazy. It's 3:00, and it's like I'm finally getting to relax. And it's like, dude, what did you do the whole day? It's like I have no idea.
Yeah, so you take that time.
Yeah, I mean, I must have spoke to that police officer for an hour and a half, just like breaking things down to him and whatever. And it's like, but now half my day is gone, or more than that. All right.
That just
Thank you
shows
very much.
you your passion. You are very welcome.
Yeah, he kept saying that too. He's like, I see how passionate you are. And he kept saying, like, you're making sense. You're making sense. I'm like, yeah, that's my fuel. So I need to keep going.
I love that.
Thank you so much.
You are very welcome. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you. You too. Be well. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Let's go to our next caller, area code 256. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Kimberly, and I'm calling from Tucker, Georgia. And I just like a
Hi,
message.
Kimberly.
Hi.
Yes. How are you this week?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. I feel that you have been going through a lot recently. This week, it has been pretty busy for you?
Yeah, this week has been, let's see, I've been changing, well, it's not changing, but making sure that I'm in the correct space spiritually and just thinking about the right things.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking correctly. Okay. I think I'll put it that way.
Changing your perspective, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I have Archangel Raphael as well as Archangel Samuel stepping forward for you. Archangel Uriel is kind of in the background because what they're showing me is you have been doing that work on yourself, working on your confidence and working on understand what it is that you really need to do. And so it's awesome that you're doing that work. So continue to do that as it comes, as things come up. Those things that you have to heal, those things that that worry you, to journal on them and to ask them to step forward to you to help you with that energy and to help you to raise your vibrations. I do feel a lot of raising of vibrations from you. So, keep doing that work. But also remember that, Archangel Samuel is stepping forward because he wants you to see that you are so important. You are so worthy. And, that's part of the things that you're working on that I see. But they want you to completely see that. They want you to know that everything that has happened in the past, everything that all those situations, all the trials that you've been through, they have been things that have come your way for you to grow from and to really help you to have that strong love foundation for yourself. So to remember that, everything that we go through, they're always lessons for us. They're always there so that we can grow. So as you do this journaling work, they're going to keep reminding you of those times when you've been through struggles and you've been through trials, but it's there so that you can see that you've come out of it even stronger and that you are, being that person that you're meant to be, that that true, authentic you, and that's going to really help you to stand in your purpose and to really do those things that you're meant to do. So, as you're doing this work as well, what I see is they're going to share with you your next steps and what it is that you need to do. So as you're doing this work, as you're healing, they're also having you to move forward as well. So they're going to show you baby steps on what it is that you need to do next in order to step into your purpose. So I hope that makes sense. I do see some things have already come in for you to do. So I don't know if you've seen that already.
Maybe maybe.
Okay.
I've been learning how to use my intuition more, psychic development. I just had a channeling class, and all at the same time navigating or looking for a new job. So that's what's been happening.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So remember, we have everything that we need within us. So, when you're taking these classes, know that the confirmation that you need is going to come from within. Other people, they may be teaching you, but only you can truly see what it is that you're seeing. So other people can try to confirm for you, but you're the one who can really understand what it is that you're seeing. You could try to explain it to other people, but they're not going to be able to see it the same way you see it. So it's really important for you to trust that, trust in that intuition. Even though you're taking the class and trying to learn, yet we have to remember that we have all of those gifts and abilities within us. So we don't really need to go outside of us to learn different things like this, because it's all within us. They are there to help us, to guide us to see what it is within us. And that's what other people do. But know that and trust in what it is that you're seeing for yourself. Because what I do see for you is that you have this great ability to be able to, you're very clairvoyant. I see that you can see a lot of things. And being able to feel too. And so it's going to be important for you to trust those things. Trust in what you see with your third eye. Trust in what you feel for other people. You have this huge gift of empathy for others. And sometimes it can be very overwhelming. But to know that that is a gift that with practice, you'll be able to not have it overwhelm you. And one thing I want to share with you to help you with that, with empathy, is to call on Archangel Michael. And he'll be able to show you what it is that you need to do in order to protect your energy, because you're feeling everyone's energy. It's all coming in. And so it's important for you to be able to filter out all the energy that's not yours. So you are an empath that I see, a really strong one. Sometimes they call it something else. But yeah, calling on the archangels, calling on your guardian angels, as well as your guides, they're going to help you through that. So I'm so excited for you, because you have these amazing gifts that I see for you. So as you keep practicing, as you keep developing it and trusting in yourself, to know that with those gifts, you're helping others as well.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I hope you have a wonderful week.
Thank you. I wish you the same.
Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
All right. And let's take one more caller. We have area code 610. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, Catherine. This is Tadita from Pennsylvania. I called before.
Yes. Hi. How are you?
You told me before that you saw that I will become an FBI, and I was thinking I could be like a translator for the FBI, but like I'm moving at a snail's pace, and my angel of heart, which is my master, said, like I need to be taking my multivitamins, like the 5 kinds, for like a year before I can get my motivation up.
Sure, who you heard that from, but that is, I would really be careful on where you're getting that information. What I'm seeing, so I have Archangel Raphael as well as Archangel Gabriel stepping forward for you, and what they're showing me is that there's a lot of things from your past that really needs to be healed. There's a lot of I see a lot of so usually when I connect with someone, and I'm able to connect with their energy through all of their chakras. What I see is that there's a block when it comes to your solar plexus. And it has to do with a lot of things that have happened in your past that has to do with, it's not just from your parents, but it's actually generational. So does that make sense to you?
You mean like karmic-wise, or what they taught us through the generations?
Yes, what they taught you through the generations. So those limiting beliefs, they're limiting beliefs on things that they said you couldn't do, or you're not good enough in some way, and it's been passed down. And so it's really important for you, and it can stop with you. And I do see it if you let it. So, I want you to work with your guides and the angels, especially the archangels. I want you to work with them because I see this huge impact that you're meant to make, but there's a lot of healing that needs to be done. And, I know we've talked a few times, and, I want to encourage you to, connect with me, and so that I can help you through this. Help you through some of the journaling that you can do to really release some of this. But there's a lot going on that has to do with needing to do some healing and letting go. And yeah, it is generational, so it can take a while. But it's really going to be important for you to really do this work so that we can really, get to who it is that you truly are, what it is that you're meant to do. You know what it is that you want to do, but it's getting there and taking those next steps that's blocked. So you want to do these things, but then there's fears and doubts and limiting beliefs that keep coming into your mind, into your heart, that you think that is who you are, but that's not who you are. Who you really are is someone able to do anything that you truly want to do, someone who is so powerful and have come here being able to do anything that your heart is telling you that you truly want to do. How do you want to make an impact in this world? How do you want to live? And it's not about what other people tell you. It's not about what you've been taught over the years from others, but it's all inside you telling you, and your dreams are telling you, your heart is telling you what it is that you really want. But all these things that people have told you in the past, it's stopping you from going after those things that you're meant to do.
Yeah, that sounds about right. My parents can be quite strict and critical.
Mm-hmm. So, but the divine, is trying to show you signs over and over again that you can do what it is that you truly want to do. What do you really want out of life? Whatever you're dreaming of, that is going to make you happy, and the divine wants us to be happy. They want us to do those things that we dream about. We don't just dream about it just because. It's because we're meant to go after it. We're meant to do those things that we really want to do. So, I want to encourage you to do that journaling. Journal about what it is that other people have told you that is not true. And to remember in your mind that you are created to do anything that you truly want to do. And you may have those excuses saying you don't have the resources, you don't have the gifts. All those are excuses that are not who it is that you are, but to remember that you can do anything that you want to do. You are created to do anything that your heart tells you that you want to do. And that's being that true and authentic you. And that's why I'm doing the series. And it's so funny how, they're always bringing people to listen that really need to, hear that topic and match with that topic, which is amazing. But, I want you to know that you can really do anything that you want to, and you are important, and you're worthy of doing that. That's why you're here. We all have gifts that match our passion, match our those desires that we have, and we're meant to go after them. It doesn't matter what other people say, but because what other people are telling you, that's also because of their own limiting beliefs that's keeping them from doing what it is that they're meant to do. And then they pass it on to us, a lot of times inadvertently. A lot of times they share these things or show us in their own life that, you can't do something, or you're not supposed to do something, or you're not good enough in some way. But we have to remember that we can do anything that we truly want. And when we are ready to tell the universe, tell the divine that we're ready, that we want to do it, and that we're willing, that's when they open up the floodgates of that abundance that we're meant for. That's when they show us our next steps. That's when they bring all the right people into our lives that we're supposed to connect with, and also those people that we're meant to help as well, those people that we're meant to serve. All of that happens, and also the resources that we need. All of that happens when we're ready to take that step and say, this is what I want to do. This is what's going to make me happy, and what I know that I'm supposed to be doing. And that's how we make that impact in this world, but also to live that life that makes us happy, live that life of joy that we're meant for, and, in that higher vibration that we're meant for. And that's how we help others also. Because if we stop ourselves from being who it is that we truly are and not do those things that we're meant to do, we're keeping ourselves from helping those people that we're meant to help. So I hope that makes sense.
Cool. Thank you so much.
All right. I hope you have a wonderful week.
Thank you. Are you on every Wednesday?
Yes, I should be here every Wednesday. Last week I wasn't because of the storms and the phone, and that's just the universe's way of saying, okay, it's time for a break and it's time to do something else. So, other than that, I am usually here and always taking calls when I am. So,
like 2 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes, 2 p.m. Eastern time. That's right.
Okay, thank you.
All right. You are very welcome. All right. So we are at, way almost way past. But I want to thank everyone for joining me today, for those who called in and for those who have been listening. And I want to also encourage you to go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/Angelic Healer and Teacher Cath, CATH. That's where I have channeled messages from the angels. I will also be doing some channeled guidance there as well if you are not able to listen live on this show, so you can join me there as well, ask for guidance there as well. Also, doing some teachings as they come from the angels. I will be going on there as well. Also, if you'd like to book a session with me so that we can work on what it is that the angels want you to really see and how to have you to help you to grow. You can find me there for that as well. And then I do the energy of the week there every Monday. So be sure to join me there. If you'd like, you can also go to psychictalk.net/Catharine. It's spelled CATHARINE to find where you can find me, all the different platforms I'm on. So thank you all for joining me today. I'm sending you all lots of love and light. And I will be back next week as we conclude the True and Authentic You series. And then I'll also be talking about what to expect for August's energy next week. So be sure to tune in with me for that. So until next time, I will talk to you all very, very soon. So bye-bye for now.